Okay, this is for everybody who asked for a wind video. And it's going to be windy. And, well, this is for you. For years, people have been bugging me for a video about wind. So there I was at Road America in Elkhart Lake, and the big, hey, get out of here today because tomorrow there's going to be massive windstorms and lightning. Well, it showed up and I said, I'm going to get. And I got to Salina, Kansas. And guess what? Woke up in the morning and yeah, this is what I found. So what you want to understand is there's one important thing to remember about wind, and that is this.
Okay, as you can see, we're getting ready to go somewhere. And we are in Salina, Kansas. And bad weather. But one of the most powerful tools you have to deal with this sort of thing is, oh look, okay, good, you didn't get that. Is this. This is real-time weather. We're actually dead center of this mess. It's loading up. That's what it looks like, yeah. This is passing, just passing us. We're going to be on the back side of it. I figure we're about an hour for maybe going somewhere. The problem is it's windy right now. We got huge wind out there. And I'm not going to go anywhere until the gusts die down. And the Weather Service has been kind enough to issue, first it was a heavy rain warning, now it is a heavy wind warning. It expires in an hour, and we'll go take a peek around, see if it's a good time for us to move then.
1 hour later. One of the beautiful, wonderful, neat things about wind is it's actually kind of easy to figure out what's going to happen. In situations like bad weather like we were in all through the center of the country, they're going to give you high wind advisories. Plus, you know, hey, guess what? A thunderstorm blew in, it blows out, so you know there's going to be heavy wind. Likewise, you could even count on prevailing winds in some places, meaning that the wind's generally flowing from that direction. That doesn't make it easy to ride in, though. As you watch this video, watch the mirrors right in the very bottom of the screen, because what you're going to see is you'll notice they're kind of cocked off to one side. That's because that's the direction the wind's blowing from. But when the wind blows and hits it, you're going to find those mirrors are going to change because the bike's no longer level. It's got the wind blowing on it. It leans into the wind. And you do this almost subconsciously. You don't even realize that you're doing it. You'll notice sometimes in here you're actually going to see, yeah, that's a wind gust. It actually turns my head. I'm leaning left. It's blowing my head right. And I'm trying to take care of business. That's completely natural. That's normal. The wind is gusty. And this is where that part about the firm, relaxed grip comes into play. Alright, here's the deal. We're looking at my hands. You'll notice the bike's just kind of moving around. This is natural. I'm holding on. I'm not trying to choke to death, but you see that gust of wind? It pushed me around, and now I'm just going to drift back. I like being in the center of the lane because when the wind pushes you, it pushes you one way, and then you countersteer back, and you just want to be aware that as it happens, it's going to, you know, whoa, there's one. It's going to happen. I would offer this one idea. It will startle you, which is why you want to remain calm. Don't freak out. You want to keep your head and eyes up, looking where you want to go, and guess what? You'll take care of yourself. Remember, wind is, it's weird. Around trucks and cars, it's going to change. When you go in an underpass, potentially you might stop, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's there again. You want to be calm. This goes back to the idea that if something happens on your motorcycle, you can keep riding, or, well, you could always start crashing. We actually got onto some tar snakes down in Green River and scared the crap out of me, but I didn't freak out and the bike stayed up. Why? Because problems only exist for a second or two often, and if you take that second or two that they're there and you make a big, stupid input, you may have a problem. Trust yourself. Just ride. You're probably going to be okay. And if things are really screwy, and if the Weather Service says don't go out there, don't go out there. Again, this comes down to that advice you got in PE in 7th grade, which is take care of yourself, and you're responsible for yourself, and you got to do the right thing, and blah, blah. In other words, stay calm. It's on you, but you can handle it. Be safe. Crash, crash. Make us a video about riding in the wind. Make us a video about riding in the wind. How about I wait until the Weather Service advisory about the wind dies down?